Welcome to episode 2 of Full Court Press. I am your host with the most, Meech Wilson from the H16. We are here with one of my coldest friends, man, in the social media industry right now. He is a director, a sound engineer, a sound designer, a cinematographer, screenwriter, anything you can name, hey, he does it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Ron Deshawn Davis, man. For sure.
It was good.
What's up,
man?
bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good? That's what's up.
Good. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you here, first off, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I'm blessed to be here. See another day.
For sure. How would you want the world to know exactly who you are, in a sense? Because, I mean, you got a lot of different titles, bro. Director, sound designer, sound engineer, cinematographer. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you want your legacy to be?
Oh, man.
Out the gate. I'm coming right at you.
Just like that.
Yeah. What's up?
A great visual storyteller.
Visual?
Yeah, visual storyteller. My job is to bring stories to the big screen.
For sure.
Bring other people's stories to the big screen. That's my job, and I really want to bring the audience something that they really could be not only entertaining, but they can also feel too.
For sure.
So yeah, visual storyteller.
Visual storyteller. So how did this come about? Because, I mean, you know, where you originally from?
So I was born in Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana. I moved to KC.
Shout out to Boot, man. The Boot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out KC. You know what I'm saying?
Kansas City is my second home.
Yeah, KC.
So, and then, of course, I'm in Dallas now, Arlington. So I'm all over the place. So technically, I really don't have a place called home because my mom and dad was in the military. So we was
always moving around.
So technically, Kansas City is really the home, basically, because that's where I went to wrestling, everything like that.
Chiefs fan? You a Chiefs fan?
Unfortunately, not.
Get out. No, I'm playing.
I'm from the boot too, so I grew up on the Louisiana lifestyle. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So you with who that?
Who that
okay.
Nation. We ain't doing too good this season, but we gotta stick with the team. You gotta loyalty.
It's hard. That's where it starts.
But shout out to Patrick Mahomes. That boy.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes boy. You know what I'm saying?
That boy on to something.
You know what I'm saying? When you originally from there, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get a jersey by him, but right now we got the Jamal Charles. You know what I'm saying? That's for them old school Chiefs fans right there, man. For real, old school players. But yeah, man. But to snap back into it, bro. Like, how would you say your upbringing was? Siblings wise, or
So I am the oldest of 5.
Oldest of 5.
So I have 4 brothers, and then only 1 sister.
How does it feel being the oldest, bro? Yeah.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard work because you being the oldest, you want to be the mentor.
For sure.
You
set an example.
Set an example.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because my dad was there, but he, unfortunately, he had, so he technically, as I grew up, becoming the man that I am, he wasn't really there. So I was the father figure.
So you was the father figure.
Yes, I was the father figure to my siblings.
That's good.
So, but we all connect in some way.
So would you say moms kept that together?
Moms kept that together. But you know what the crazy part about it is that when we all grew up together, we knew how to hold it down. Well, while moms is at work, so it wasn't like too much of needing a babysitter, stuff like that. So. But moms did her thing.
It was just more so family oriented.
Yeah, family oriented. Figuring it out.
Yeah,
we always figured it out. But I had to step up early.
I'm gonna mess you up with this one. So this is off topic real quick. Who's your favorite sibling?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is recorded too, by the way. So we just gonna get, who gives? Wait. Who gives the least problems? Who is the golden child? You know, it's always a golden child.
The least problems. I would technically have to go with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, he's the third oldest.
Name him. We gotta name him now.
So it's me, Sean, David, the youngest, Joseph, the second youngest, Jeremiah, the third oldest, and then my sister is the second oldest.
You went backwards.
So I technically went backwards.
Yeah.
So
oldest. You the oldest.
Me the oldest, Tamara, Jeremiah, Joseph, and then David.
Okay, and age difference, like out of y'all?
So I am 2 years older than Tamara. No, actually 3.
3.
Jeremiah is, I believe, it's around, I think it's at least maybe 3 to 4.
3 or 4.
And then David and Joseph is a year apart.
So the middle child is the one that gives the least problems, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah,
so Jeremiah, he got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, Jeremiah is the laid back, cool,
chill.
Like he stay out the way. I'm the same way. We technically all stay out the way.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah is really the most laid back.
That's dope. Yeah. So who's the problem child?
Oh, you know what? That is so easy.
Who is that? Yeah.
The youngest.
The youngest? Yeah.
The youngest one is the most challenging. Of course, because he's the spoiled one.
Yeah.
He's definitely the spoiled one, but you know,
it come with it. It come with the territory. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
You know, that's unfortunately that's just the way it is. But David is he's cool though.
Yeah.
You know, he got a good head on his shoulders, and
so
we all do.
So all of you guys, jumping back into the sound design, the director stuff. So how did you find your interest within that, bro? Like.
So I went to Media Tech. I went to Media Tech for my recording arts associate's degree, and
Black Power, brother.
Yeah. So I went there, and the original thing I went for was just to go for the business side of music, not just the business side, but just to basically get down to the nitty gritty when I'm mixing and mastering. Because I'm a songwriter. I started off as a songwriter and came in, to rapping. But I was really interested into the post-production. That means everything that's after everything is shot. For post-production, it goes to sound design, Foley artists, voiceover, ADR work.
Pop your shit. Yeah, pop your shit. Let them know, man. Yeah, let them know.
Stuff like that. So
real.
I originally got that to the point where I met my uncle in Houston. He was showing me some things, and after we had that conversation, I said, Uncle, we need to fix this sound because dialogue is the most important thing. But it turned out to this whole thing just turned out to be my calling. So post-production, they had a post-production class at Media Tech, and it taught me how to set up everything in Pro Tools, which is a recording software, and it's also industry standard for TV and film to mix and master. So
dope.
They taught me how to set everything up and then go into sound design work. You can pick out sounds to set the tone of the scene, ambient sounds, gunshots, explosions, stuff like that. So that's how I really got into it. And you've
sound, I know you was a credit for one of your short films. Didn't you just win something at a festival?
Yeah, so shout out to Monique Barsh and Valan Holcomb.
Monique Barsh.
The directors of The Miracle. She asked my uncle and I to go ahead and be on board with her film. And I actually learned something that day because I was a second camera operator too. So, and I wasn't even into picking up the camera to shoot anything in.
You were just there.
I was just there.
Oh, that's dope.
To help out. And next thing you know, I helped edit it. I was one of the lead editors on it, and then sound designed and mixed it. And we won at a film festival.
Talk your shit. At a film festival?
Yeah, we won we won first place.
Where was it at? Where was the film festival at?
I honestly cannot remember.
It was out here? Or?
It was in Austin. I believe it was in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. There's so many film festivals, like you cannot keep up with them.
How often are film festivals?
Film festivals, they do it every single year.
Every year?
Every year. Even South by Southwest have one.
So it's typically in Austin?
Yeah, typically, most of them in Austin.
Wow.
But, you know, some of them have, there's plenty of them in California.
Yeah, shout out Hutto Hippos, you know what I'm saying? I did grow up in Austin. Hey, shout out to them hippos, man. You know.
So, Austin, but we won a film, you know, we won first place. And then from there, it was just,
So how'd you feel after? What was the first? Yeah, I mean, y'all didn't do a speech or nothing, right?
No. You know, it was virtual. It was still virtual because
virtual.
Of, you know, COVID.
Gotcha.
So once I heard that we actually won first place, I'm like, oh man, this is phenomenal.
Yeah,
this is great because it was my first editing of film.
Right.
My first edit.
So would you say that's when you knew, like that was like one of your?
No, I knew. I'm gonna tell you how I knew this was my calling.
Yeah.
But it was how I felt was like, I can't believe I did this.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And then next thing I got a second project with Love Torn Between Two by Miss AIDS and with Benet Avery. So
Benet Avery, shout out Benet Avery.
And I was able to do that for him, and that was my first feature film that I've done. Sound design and mixed, and that was.
So what's that about? What was that? It was a love story type.
Yeah, it was definitely a love story.
Okay.
Love torn between, you know, two. It's about a woman that's actually torn between the two, both men. Two men, and it was a great story.
So you wrote what was your part on that? You wrote or you sound designed?
I just sound designed it. And mixed it.
That's dope.
Helped mix it.
So with you being a director as well,
yeah,
you know, because it breaks off. I mean, you got a lot of different things that you're into. You know, like what exactly was your director role? Like, what is something that you wrote out already, or do you have a script ready to go?
Yeah, so I wrote my first script in 3 weeks, which is called. I wrote so many things.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I got a whole list of things.
The first script that I wrote was called The Fallout. It's about a detective that has something very valuable that in the police force that everybody is following him out over. And one of the head honchos, the boss or the enemy, the villain, is basically trying to get that. And I wrote that in 3 weeks. It's at least 120 pages.
So what's the process on that, bro? You know.
So since I was a songwriter, I took my songwriting skills into film. But don't get it twisted. I never knew how to write a script. I didn't know how to write it, how to start. But since songwriting is basically storytelling, it's the same thing.
That's facts.
So when I actually wrote, because it was actually a monologue. I was writing a monologue to, because I was getting to the acting world.
Yeah.
So I was getting to the acting world, and next thing you know it, my partner Jacory from MediaTek, one of my fellow classmates, he told me just to write it to a story, just a film. I'm like, man, I don't know how to. But next thing you know it, he said, you a writer, bro. You a writer, just do it. So next thing you know it, I wrote that whole thing in like 3 weeks. Non-stop. No writer's block, nothing.
So,
it was just straight.
It was straight.
Nothing.
It's like once you start something like that, you got to go and finish it out.
Yeah, you got to. It's just to not finish it out. It's consistency. It has to be consistent.
Yeah.
So
3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks.
And the genre of that
is action.
Action and
action drama.
Mystery.
It's
just action drama.
Action drama thriller.
Sure.
Technically, Steven Spielberg or Michael Bay could direct that.
So leading off into my next question, who is your favorite directors? Do you have like a top 5 or do you?
I
do top 3 easy.
I have a top 5 easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Top 5? Yeah, let's hear that. Yeah, I need
that. There's a lot of them, by the way.
For sure.
Spike Lee.
Shout out Spike.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, for sure.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Michael Bay.
Bay. The Transformers, right?
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Okay.
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, Kill Bill. Yeah, he got all of them.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, he for sure.
He did Django Unchained too. The way he shot that. Oh my goodness. And then,
this nigga off this snag.
Yeah, the last one is pretty tough. There's a lot of them. I would have to go with.
Who you got? You gotta close it out, brother. It's always that fifth one that people get caught up on. What you got for that fifth one?
I might have to go with Martin Scorsese.
Which one did he do? Help me. What's something that he did?
Let's see. He did. I believe it was the movie Up or Hugo. It's an animated.
Oh,
animated film.
Oh, the old man with the balloons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he did Hugo, but
that's dope.
He did some animated.
Bro, just honorable mentions. John Singleton,
yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. You know what's
I just wanted to ask you. Real quick.
Yeah. So if I had to replace,
if I had
to replace John, I don't know if I would have him in my.
That fifth one. I just wanted to see where.
It's a tough one.
Because he did what? Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
He had a few, bro.
Yeah, and then of course you know he got Snowfall out.
Oh.
Because he came up with Snowfall and produced that.
I didn't know that, bro.
But it's pretty tough when it comes to close to Steven Spielberg, because he did like E.T.
Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can.
In the 80s.
He did Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Like, he did a lot of stuff. He was so versatile. So
your top three would be
Spike, Michael, Steven.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Yeah. It's pretty don't get me wrong, John Singleton got some
bangers. Yeah.
But when it comes to that Steven, man, he did Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on now, like
sure.
it's not. I don't know. It's not comparable, I guess you could say. But
yeah.
John Singleton, of course, he's all for the black community when it comes to his story. So
for sure. So where would you say? What's your favorite genre to write out? If you got full responsibility for a film, right?
Yeah.
And you're directing, sound designing, sound engineering, you're doing it all. Yeah. What would be the genre that you would want to do? From action to drama to animated.
I will have to. If I could just do one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I know it. I know it.
I would have to go with mystery.
Mystery. Who would be your top actors? Like, let's say you got full rights. You can get any actor. Actors or actresses.
In this mystery film,
or in the mystery film?
In the mystery film. Ooh, that's a good one.
The company gave you $500,000 to complete the movie. You can do anything.
Is it just top five actors, or?
Well, it's a mystery,
okay,
so you need at least 6 or 5.
So an example of the mystery or crime solving, it would have to be like Knives Out. There's a movie called Knives Out.
I like that.
Or Murder on the Orient Express. They were on a train, so somebody got murdered on the train. There's a detective on that train trying to figure out who that is. If I had to choose who the detective was or to be, I would definitely put Denzel as the detective.
Okay.
Because the way his mannerisms when he acts, when he scopes out something like American Gangster, like when he approached that, I could see him being that detective, just figuring things out.
For sure.
You know, even though Remember the Titans was him figuring things out. You know, on that level.
with a mystery, you gotta have a leading lady.
Yeah, a leading lady. Oh, to be like a.
And I know your crush.
Oh yeah, my crush is Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
by
his
the way.
crush is Keke Palmer.
That's my baby right
talking
there.
about her all day the other day.
To let you know, I love you, baby.
Is it Keke?
But Keke, if you dating somebody right now, I'm gonna have to break it off.
You gonna have to shoot your shot right here.
Yeah. You know, but
shout out Keke Palmer.
That's a tough one because when it comes to mystery, you gotta make sure that person is acting like they didn't do a murder. Or something like that. So I would have to. Ooh,
it's a lot of.
It's definitely a lot of them.
It's a lot of women.
Viola Davis.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna say that.
Viola Davis would be a phenomenal.
And she just did what? Woman King.
Woman King.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Actually, the woman that plays Zuri on Black Panther, she's actually on one of the murder mysteries.
Is she bald?
No,
she's a bald chick.
Nah, Zuri's the sister.
Oh,
the sister.
Okay. I know you're talking about.
And then I probably would have, to be honest with you, I probably put Mark Wahlberg in it. Mark Wahlberg
in a mystery.
In the mystery.
Will he be the killer? Who's the killer? You got. Let's say Quentin Tarantino want to help with the blood.
Yeah.
Stuff,
so
you know. So who is the one that's gonna be killing Mud? I need just a cameo in this too. I just want to be like a bartender or something. Just let me walk by.
Yeah.
Who's the killer?
I would have. The killer. I was gonna say Samuel, but it wouldn't.
Samuel.
It wouldn't look right. Cause you know when he's being investigated, mother, it's not me, mother. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he would.
See, but what was that one that he did, bro? When they was trying to prove that he killed somebody. You know the movie I'm talking about?
I know who exactly what you're talking about.
In the investigator.
No.
That one.
I know who. I can't remember. I know exactly the scene by scene, but I cannot remember the movie all the time. But the killer.
Damn.
The killer. I will actually spice it up a little bit. I probably will put. What's the girl name?
Oh, you gonna have a girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a woman do it. I'm gonna have somebody like
the negotiator. That's what it was.
Negotiator. Yeah. I will probably have.
You want a sexy killer, don't you?
It's not just a sexy. You know what?
What you got?
Either Regina King or
Regina King.
Regina King, or what's the lady from Baby Boy that played Yvette?
Damn it!
I will play her. I will have her as the killer too. She's such a person. You know
she is beautiful.
I can't remember her name. I cannot remember her name.
I'll get it. I don't even trip.
We'll get it later.
We'll get to that.
We'll put it somewhere over here. Yeah.
We're gonna
put it somewhere.
Look at her. She bad, ain't she? Just amazing.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Regina Hall.
No, that's Regina Hall is the person that played all the scary movies. Sydney. That's Regina Hall. People get it mixed up with Regina Hall and Regina King. Yeah, I know, right? I know. We'll put her up there. We put her up there.
I'm sorry. Damn, gotta apologize. All right. So yeah, bro. What else we got? So as far as the movies that you like to watch growing up, was it more so? We kind of got off into Marvel a little bit with Black Panther and whatnot. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Oh yeah, Wakanda Forever. They just dropped the second one. Yeah, I need to go check that out. I still need to go see it. But as far as like, was you into Marvel and stuff growing up, or?
Yes and no. I was more into, when I was a kid, I was more into all the animated movies like Toy Story, Aristocats, and, things in that nature. But my first movie that I actually watched, I wasn't supposed to be watching this, by the way. But like my first official movie that I watched was I think it was like Die Hard. Die Hard or something like that, with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah.
And it was one of the other. There's I think it was Devil in the Blue Dress. I think it was one of them. But I always been a fanatic for movies. I always been a fan of movies. I would watch movies as a kid. So if I wasn't playing Nintendo or PlayStation, I would just be watching movies. But
yeah, we were some movie heads too.
But to answer your question, I was mostly in the in the comics. What's crazy was I wasn't like I hate reading, but when it comes to like comics and stuff, I was into that. But now it became bigger as it grew. With, from the Gargoyles, to Spider-Man, and all those cartoons that we watched
as a kid. It was a lot of different ones. Bro, what would you say? So, with you being the director and all of those other different titles that we said, what would be the hardest one to film, in a sense? I think you were saying something about animation or.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so
if you had to film one, and you say like this genre was the hardest. You told you.
Yeah, so I believe animation will be one of the hardest to direct. The sound design is going to be pretty easy. Well, it's going to be harder with sound design too, but directing an animated movie, that's going to be a tough one because it's a difference between me and you. I'm saying cutting action when you actually there.
Got you.
Not cutting action when the animator had drawn out that type of movement or facial expression. So
it's specific actions that they doing, turning,
but
they got to sketch it out.
Sketch it out. They probably
that makes sense.
Because they not even sometimes they may not even be in a full body suit. To do all those movements like Avatar.
Yeah.
But still, Avatar, when they in those suits, you still could cut in action because they're actually there. But these people are actually drawing it out.
That makes sense.
So that one is going to be. Then on top of that, visual storytelling of that. Mm-hmm. The visual storytelling of that is going to be pretty tough. But as a director, it's your job to bring out that story.
Right. But so as far as the animation that you're talking about, who would be your voiceovers? Because I mean, depending on what kind of film you're gonna make it, being in an animated.
So when it comes to animated movies, I believe that's going to be a tougher one to choose. The reason why I say that is because it depends on what type of genre that you want to shoot for. But even without the type of genre, it's all about making matching their faces, so to speak.
For sure. When
it comes to those certain characters. Like, for example, I would have like Will Ferrell.
Oh.
I would have like Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Sausage Party.
Yeah. Craig, like Craig Robinson,
Craig Robinson's a good one.
Samuel Jackson, he did plenty of those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having like The Rock, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart did a lot of those.
I was about to say, you gotta throw Kevin in there, man, for sure.
Kevin Hart.
He just got the voice for it.
Of course, Mark Wahlberg, Regina Hall, Regina King. All these. There's so many actors. Chris Evans that played Captain America. Robert Downey Jr.
Iron Man. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I put Michael B. Jordan if I want to.
Yeah.
Just because it just really depends. Anybody could play any of those type of characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just really depends.
That's what's up, bro. So with moving forward, as far as what's next for Sean, for Aaron, Mr. Davis, what would you say is their next goals and admiration? What are we to look out for in the near future?
So in the near future, I have my first feature film called When Love Prevails, starring Terry Price and Lulu Brooks, Lainey, Kevin Green, AC. It's
dope.
Elizabeth Lewis, One of my actresses passed away, Miss Charmaine Cooley.
R.I.P. Charmaine
aka
Cooley.
CC.
For sure.
And that's my first feature film. We're gonna have that premiere 2023. Hopefully we can get it done by Valentine's Day. And then we also shooting City Boy Fresh. That's a very comical one. Especially with the shooting style that I'm shooting with. It's very comical, it's very inspirational.
Dope.
Just to get a laugh out of the audience. I'm still shooting music videos. If anybody needs music videos, weddings. I have a wedding coming up pretty soon.
So you got your own personal cameras and all that stuff for all
personal cameras and stuff like that.
Put your contact number and stuff up here.
Yeah,
too,
I'm gonna put all that up there.
It's all right here.
Yeah,
you see it.
Yeah, I'm putting all that up there.
For sure.
If anybody needs that, just hit me up. I'm bringing your visual to life.
And you're located in the DFW. DFW.
Located Dallas Fort Worth area.
Okay.
I'm willing to travel, so just hit me up.
Most definitely. And leading into our next segment, which we call Threes Only. I know you see it right here. It usually pop up right here. All right. So on the Threes Only segment, this is pretty much showing. We told him to bring 3 items that describes himself in a sense. So we're going to lead into it with, I'm gonna just put it up and he's gonna explain each one. Right here, boom. So this is Curtis Jackson.
Yeah,
Hustle
Curtis
hard.
Jackson.
Yeah, for sure.
Hustle harder, hustle smarter.
Hustle harder. So
AKA 50 Cent. We all
Cent.
know who 50 Cent is. This is one of my favorite books by him.
Dope.
Basically telling people just, it says it on the book.
Yeah.
Hustle harder, hustle smarter. But the other slogan is, work smarter, not hard. It's the same thing. And in this book, he describes what happened between, the G Unit days and, Dr. Dre and.
This is an inspiration to you in a sense.
But it's an inspiration to me.
Gotcha.
He got another book called The 50th Law with Robert Greene that wrote the 48 Laws of Power.
Dope.
And so
it makes sense though, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, with you being a director and all of these different.
This guy is the guy that really got me into musically, music. Cause I of course I had my Eminems, my Jay-Z's, and
right.
Even the old schoolers, mom would, even though we wasn't supposed to be listening to rap at that time when we was kids, because mom was a big, she's a Christian, so we couldn't really, we had to sneak.
Cut it off!
We had to sneak and hide,
Yeah.
But this guy right here really got me into music, especially with the song structure, from hooks, verses, Get Rich or Die Trying is one of my favorites of all time.
That's dope.
So this book is very inspirational. Go get it. It's on Amazon.
Check that out. Boom. Okay. And then for this next one, we're gonna do. This
right here is G14 classified.
G14 classified, baby. Yeah,
G14.
Sure.
So the reason why I just brought it in here.
Got a lot of files.
Yeah. So this is actually my first script.
Dope. That's dope, bro.
This is the first script that I wrote called The Fallout. I wrote it in 3 weeks. I actually got a calendar at the house where I laid out when I was going to write each day. I was writing 5 to 7 pages a day.
And they hustling hard. Shout out to the family, man. And then for our last one, I think this is probably gonna be my favorite out of these right here. What is this, brother? What do we got right here?
So this is this is my media
Should
tech.
have dusted this off, man. What you doing?
This is my Media Tech Institute.
You gotta show them, bro.
Associate's degree.
That's dope, bro.
Graduated in 2020.
Hey, Ron.
Aaron Davis. Aaron is my first name, but I don't go by it. My mom don't even call me Aaron.
Yeah.
So I've been called Sean by my middle name my whole life. So
dope, bro.
Associate's Applied Science Recording Arts degree. Oh, shout out to all the teachers at Media Tech. Bro,
shout out Media Tech.
If anybody want to go to Media Tech, there's one out in Dallas, there's one out in Houston. But the teachers, man, the Garrett Johnson, he's my go-to every time that I need some questions to ask when it comes to mixing and mastering. He recently was on Donda 2, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, he got plaques. Man.
That's dope, bro.
And he was Grammy nominated. John Brown too. Shout out to everybody that I had went to school with.
You still work with them? Like you still can just y'all if they wanted to.
Yeah, so if I have a question, so I got McGarrett's phone number right now. I can call him anytime.
That's dope.
Not like anytime because he's a Grammy nominated. So you can't.
Might not pick up first week.
Pick up the first week.
Yeah, for sure.
He's very informative.
That's dope.
He's a talented dude. For real, so.
That is dope, bro. So, and that completes our threes only segment right there. You know what I'm saying? Threes only, throw the threes up. So, one thing, the last thing, brother, we also have a segment called And One. Okay? You gotta get foul and one. You gotta
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We hooping. It's full court press. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
So, as far as And One, you have to pick one or the other. Okay, that's just the name.
I can't say both.
You can say both. You can say both.
Okay, cool.
No. What genre would you like to do? We got music. You've been talking about a lot of artists. Artists or actors. Yeah. We can do different genres.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's get it. I'm ready.
So with the first one, Michael Jordan or Kobe? Hustle harder.
Hustle harder. Hustle smarter.
Hustle smarter.
Oh man, that's
And you don't have to go into detail on just this is And One.
Okay. So
yep, you gotta just answer because we got a few more. We gotta close this out.
I will have to. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Damn, that's tough.
Who you going with?
I'm gonna.
R.I.P. Kobe and his daughter.
Y'all probably will be mad at me for this, but I will have to go with.
No, no judge zone here. You know what I'm saying? You going Kobe?
I go Kobe. It's just that.
I'm not gonna argue with you. Yeah, I get it. I got you.
It's just that heart.
That dog. It's that dog
mentality.
Yeah.
It's like. It's crazy.
1 in a million, brother. He's one of one for sure.
Like oh man. And then he took Paul Gasol to the championship. Like,
yeah, for
he
sure.
won one without Shaq. Like,
Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's tough.
You thought I was gonna be? You thought I was? You thought
I thought
he
he was gonna go easy on me.
What? No.
Ugh.
Yeah. Got another one. Locked and loaded and ready. Come on. What you got?
I gotta go with Tom. You know what?
Tom?
I'm gonna have to go with both. Sorry, I can't choose.
You said Tom first. You got.
I did say Tom.
You said Tom first.
Because he got like 6, 7 rings. So it's like you can't compete against that. But I would technically have to go both because Patrick is on. These new quarterbacks that we got right now. What?
It's fun to watch football for sure. Right now.
What?
Yeah,
just like the basketball, you got Luka and Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's entertaining for sure.
LeBron, Giannis.
I can't stand LeBron for.
You don't like LeBron?
I can't stand that nigga for shit.
This is gonna start some shit right here.
I don't give a damn.
Put your comments down below.
Skip.
Put your comments down below.
Listen to me, Skip. Scale.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
No, but even though LeBron is not like my favorite player, I would have to go with LeBron, man.
LeBron?
Even though he dipped down on Cleveland like that, I didn't really like that.
He won for his city, man. You gotta love that.
I didn't like that.
You gotta love that, man. You know?
But, you know.
For the city. You got it for the city and I'm out.
LeBron said, you know what? Let me go win over here real quick, and then I'll come back.
Yeah.
And then he brought Cleveland a championship. And then he Then he brought the Lakers one. But to be honest, we're not going to talk about that bubble ring. That's I didn't even really like.
You didn't like the bubble ring?
I didn't even like
the bubble ring.
Yeah. But it is what it is. They have to do what they have to do.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Actor wise. Chadwick Boseman. Michael B. Jordan.
I will have to go with Chadwick. The reason being,
he's done way more than just Wakanda.
Yeah,
you know, he's done a lot of other films.
Like he did 21 Bridges.
21 Bridges, yep.
The baseball player,
Jackie Robinson.
He did a lot of very compelling stuff that really reached out to the hearts of people.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, he's good. But the main one that we really felt from him was Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale Station. That was a good one.
So that's the one that really helped his legacy. But Killmonger, he did his thing too with that.
Bro, this is gonna bug me. No, we gotta get this lady's name. Taraji P. Henson. That's what it was, bro.
You know what's so crazy? It was such an easy name.
I don't know if that was the camera that did that. I don't know, but I went blank on that. Steven Spielberg or Michael Bay. Then I got one more for you, and then we're done here.
Steven.
Easy.
Steven
Spielberg.
Dope. Well, it's not easy.
No.
No, it's pretty.
You can't retract now, brother. Hey,
Bro, Steven Spielberg was assigned George Lucas.
Who's George Lucas?
This guy don't know. George Lucas, Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, I was.
Star Wars. Once you say Star Wars, George Lucas.
I was never a Star Wars guy.
I wasn't a Star Wars guy either, but once they put Samuel Jackson in there, anytime you put a black man in, the white, and it's like, okay, bet.
Oh, sweet Jesus, let me kiss. That's my dog. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Steven Spielberg, he just so look at his catalog. You will see the reason why.
Last one. 50 Cent. Ice Cube.
That's a tough one. They both my dogs too.
Yeah.
I would definitely have to go with both.
Both on that one?
I would have to go both on that one. If this was Drink Champs, I probably would have to take it.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely have to take it.
We'll figure it out off camera. You know what I'm saying? Because that's you was disrespectful on a few of these answers.
The reason being is because Ice Cube, he's a phenomenal writer. Mm-hmm. He wrote for a whole group of NWA.
Yeah.
MC Ren, he wrote some things too, but to write for a whole group, Eazy-E, what?
Yeah. Like the ghostwriter for him.
Yeah, the ghostwriter for him. And then he was able to
transition
from, Boys in the Hood, because, Boys in the Hood was his actual first film.
Yeah.
And then, the Fridays was put him a stamp on the map. Because, he did Anaconda and all that stuff, but Fridays was the main. It's like we know Chris Tucker, we know who he is, but without Rush Hour, we technically don't know who he is. And
that's facts.
And then 50 Cent, for him to have to transition of music from 2003 to almost like 2007. That's 5 years total within the music game, just killing it.
Yeah.
Not just only him, but with G-Unit as well, because Lloyd Banks dropped, Young Buck dropped, The Game dropped. Everybody dropped, and they were all on the charts. And he was the man, the CEO of that.
That's facts.
Transition to film with his first, his movie Get Rich or Die Trying, and then became an executive producer for all of those.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
That's dope, bro. So, look, man, on the back end of everything, brother, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Full Court Press. Shout out Zine, Zine Madream. He was with us earlier. Hey, we got to get him some medicines and stuff for him, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened earlier. Hey, shout out him. Where can they follow you on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, the DESHAWNCREATIONZ.
What? Deshawn?
So it's just DESHAWNCREATIONZ.
Yeah.
Same thing for YouTube.
Yeah.
Facebook is Deshawn the Actor Davis.
Right here. These are gaps for it.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing for TikTok and all that stuff.
For sure. Follow me on Instagram, Mr. Wilson3. Follow me on the new YouTube channel, Meech the Second. Follow me on TikTok, Meech816. Yo, this has been the second episode of Full Court Press, and we out just like that. Holla at your boy, gang, 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 gang.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's good.
Yeah, that's good.